Hi guys, before we were actually done doing your DHCP Active Directory and at the same time your DNS server. So now the next step for your CSS, your Computer Systems Servicing NC2, would be configuring a folder redirection and your print management or your print services. So the next thing you need to do is to install a role that is the you can do it at once, the print services and then your file services, but for me it's already installed. Just put a click on here, and the same like installing your DHCP server, there are only a few configs here. We can just go by default. Okay, so if you have not yet installed your file services, you can go previous. You need to check this one also, but for me it's already installed, so you could go for next next and install. So after that, just wait for this and then it will install. So after your DHCP and then your Active Directory, joining a client to the domain, and configuring your DHCP like we have done before, as this is finished installing, so you can close. You can see it here, it will add up here. So the next thing we're going to do is to add a create a folder, wherein in this folder redirection thing, it's a policy you need to create so that the folders of the client you'd want to be seen on your server would be redirected to your server. So naturally, what you do in your exam on the CSS in NC2, you have a D drive here, local drive. This is actually my flash drive, I guess. So your hard drive on the server 2008 would be partitioned into two drives, wherein you would have a local disk D or E, wherein this is where you're going to put your folder redirected. But in our scenario, since we were not able to partition our drive into two when we installed our server, we can make it as an example here on our desktop, creating a folder and then sharing this one, configuring your folder redirection, and take it here. So I'll just rename this one as folder redirection. And then the next thing you're going to do is share this one, share, and then just put everyone, and then you can add for here for best purposes, so that you will not be bothered by permissions. Just make the everyone co-owner, since there are no other they will not be checking or telling you that it should be this guy who is going to access this one. So the thing they're going to check this one is just to make sure that all the files of a certain client would be here on this folder redirected folder. So the next thing we need to do is we're going to go to your administrative tools and then go for your group policy management. After going to your group policy management, I've already created a policy here, but to make it let's do it over again. I'll just delete this one first. I created that one earlier. I'll just create another one. You can go create a GPO in this domain. So after creating that one, let's just name it as folder redirection. Okay, so once you put it folder redirection, we're going to press OK, and then your policy is there. The next thing we need to do is to configure this one. So just right click on it and then put edit. On the edit, you'll have this new page. Make sure you're on a user configuration here, and then click on policy on Windows settings. Alright, and then on the folder redirection, expand that one, and then you can redirect these folders. So I'll just do a quick redirection here. I'll just go for your desktop, right click this one, go for properties, and then put this one into basic redirected everyone's folder in the same location. That's a setting. And make sure to go to I want to get the path. Just copy paste the path. I'll just close this one for a moment. So that you are not going to make any mistake here, you go to properties, you get a sharing, and then copy this one. There you go. Copy. Okay, and let's go back to your group policy settings. Let's right click this one and edit user configuration, Windows settings, folder redirection, and then desktop properties. Let's configure that one. Just leave this one on its original settings, and then just paste the path of your redirected folder, and then click on settings. Just untick this box and tick the box below. You can apply this one and then OK. So if you want to redirect more folders, you can do it on your start menu, documents. Okay, let's do it in documents, properties, basic redirection, the same. Paste this one, the path of the shared folder we created on the server, and then go to settings tab, untick the first box, tick the second box, apply, and then it would ask you that as if you are sharing the pictures also, music and video folders. So no need to redirect your pictures, music and videos because they are included with your documents folder. Okay, so do you want to continue? Yes, of course, and then OK. So for us to check that your folders have been redirected, we are going to go to your client machine. So I'll just quickly switch with that one. So this is my client machine. So if you try to see, it's sample user, the user we created earlier. And then let's just, since we already redirected the desktop, I'll just create a folder here just to make sure, Gnord, okay? And I'll just create a new text document to test this one, Gnord test. And then inside this one, I'll just type folder redirection, okay? And then I'll save. At the same time, we were able to share. We were able to redirect also your folder here on. Oh, sorry, I forgot one thing. I just want to delete this one. The thing you need to do is you need to update the settings of your computer. So you go for your CMD and then group GP update. Remember this one. We need to update to grab the settings from the server that we recently created, and then force this one to fetch the settings so that it would take effect on our client. Okay, so let's just wait for a moment here. It's updating the policy. Since we created a policy on your server, we need to type GP update 4 so that it would fetch the settings from the server since we created a new policy. So it forced us to log out, and then let's log back in. Okay, we were able to log in. So let's just wait. Also, we're able to log in, and then we are just going to create a folder like what I did earlier. I was sorry for that. I wasn't able to remember or tell you that we need to do a GP update. So Gnord. And then let's just go here inside new folder. Let's just say Gnord test, and then test folder redirection. Okay, and then let's just save this one, and then let's just check. Oops, why did we? Let's do it like that. Let's try to see if it's there on the. Okay, I'll navigate to my server and check if this folder and the file inside it was redirected on my shared folder, the one I created on my server. Okay, so let's go check. This is my server right now. Here's the folder redirection. Oh, there you go. You see that one? S.user. That was the user we created. So desktop. Let's check desktop. Okay, you see this is the folder we created earlier. Let's check. There you go. Gnord test. Okay, and then see. So the next thing I want to show you is since this is my documents. So if you try to see, there are no folders here, and this is my server. Just to make sure, this is my server properties. Okay, this is domain.gnar.com. This is DC1, our domain controller. So I'll just create another folder on my documents. As you can see, this one, it's empty. We only have the music folder, pictures folder, and videos folder. So I'll go back to my client. If you can see, let's check. Okay, we have documents, music, pictures, and videos. So I'll just go back to Windows 7, my Windows 7. This is my desktop, of course. I'm going to go for my documents right now. Here, I'll just create a new folder, test folder redirection. There you go, redirection. Just go inside. Let's just create test and then put something inside so that we can make sure. This is my documents folder. Okay, so let's just save this one, and then I'll go back to my Windows server. Let's try to check if this the other one, the my documents folder here, we have this one created on my server. So just to make sure, this is my client. Okay, see, this is my client. Okay, pc1gnar.com. So I'm going to go back to my server. Okay, this is my server, the server we created. Let's go inside s.user documents. Voila, there you go. This is test folder redirection. So we're successful. Open that one, and there you go. So coming up next would be your printer management. We're going to deploy a printer later on, and then let's try to see. Okay, so see you next time, and then keep watching my videos for your review on your CSS. And I wish you good luck with your computer system servicing NC2. So see you next time.